family, and welcome to another episode of the Limelight, where the dopeness continues. And today we are chatting and chilling with CEO and founder of Superior Strikes Athletic Wear, Kedian West. She sits down and tells us in detail what we need to know if we wanted to start our own business, tips and tricks for those who want to live a healthier lifestyle, and she tells us where to shop if we want a cute new fit to go work out. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Limelight. And like promised, I have somebody dope, talented, and beautiful for the ride. We're speaking to Kedian West, CEO and founder of the athletic brand Superior. Is that correct?
Superior.
Superior. There you go. Superior Strikes. She's here. We're going to talk about all of her happenings when opening her store. And then also if she has some tips and tricks for you all who want to live a better lifestyle. So let's get right into it. Thank you, Miss West, for welcoming us into our space.
Thanks for having me. Oh, can I say this, by the way? I have a cool voice. You have a dope voice.
Do I?
Yes, you do. I love it. I had to do voice addiction to try to know when to tap in or when to tap out, and you're just like flowing. I love it.
Oh no, girl, it took practice. I
love it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So really quick, you opened this athletic wear store. You guys sell women and men's clothes. Like I said, athletics from leggings, tops, all of the above, hats, everything.
Everything.
How did you decide that you wanted to open up an athletic store? And I ask this because I do know that growing up, you always had this entrepreneurial spirit about you. You know, you wanted your dad and your mom to open up a grocery store. So why didn't you open up a grocery store? How did it get to an athletic store?
It's getting there. It's getting there. I am a lover of sports, and let me just stand up real quick. This is me. This is how I would dress 24/7. I'm easygoing. Yes, I dress up and I get fancy, but I don't feel like I need to be fancy all day, every day. And for an athletic wear, it's like, boom, I can be at the gym, boom, I could be on the street and doing what I need to do. You can dress it up, dress it down. So I have always had that love for that. And then playing sports and everything, I wanted to go more into it, like delve more into it. Yes, I'm learning more about the body and the fitness and everything, but I feel like it's one package, like dressing and then having the information to help someone, because when you feel good, you dress good. It works hand in hand.
Do you feel like the love for the clothing and dressing comfortably came first, or the love for the fitness came first?
Fitness came first.
Okay.
Fitness definitely came first.
I love that.
Yeah, it came first.
And so, like I said, we're going to dive down a little bit, just, to let the followers know exactly what's going on and the viewers at home. So I know that you also went through a breakup. And like I said in my last interview, that can be tough for anybody. But tell folks at home, as well as myself, just how you took your pain and you made that into your pleasure.
So I've always been that person where I don't need someone to motivate me, but when that happened, it hit, and it hit hard. But like looking at myself and realize that I was going deeper and deeper in this dark place, I realized that's not me. That's not me. So I would do anything there is that I could do at the time to help me feel more like myself. And as I said in previous interview, the only thing that actually made sense to me was when I was in the gym.
You overcame a lot of obstacles and things, which brings us to your company name, which is not Superior, which means overcome. So you see what she did there, right?
Yeah, overcome.
Overcome. I love that. It's powerful. And so just tell us, first of all, how you got that name. I mean, I'm pretty for sure that's kind of how you got it, but you can also tell us how you got the name.
So last year, my friend and I, she's a entrepreneur also. We were talking and I was like, hey, I want to do this. This is what I want to do, because I knew what I wanted to do. I knew it was going to be the clothing line, and I was going to continue it and whatever. But I needed to find the right name. I didn't just want to give it a random name to say, okay, this is it. No, I wanted to represent what had happened to me, my transition and my process itself. So we were there and we're like going over words and everything, started Googling, like we were literally at our job, Googling name for my business. Because you have to get the money from somewhere.
At work.
Yeah.
Like that.
We had to get the money from somewhere to invest in myself and to invest in what I want to do. And we were there, and one night we came home and we were still on it, but we couldn't like clip it and we couldn't get it. So like find the English word as overcome. That's so plain. That's blah. You know, like we wanted something else. So we was there and we Googled and we came up with a name. We were saying it. At first we didn't get the pronunciation right. We were there and we were like saying it and we were saying, I was like, and she's like, yeah, I think that had a vibe. And I was like, this is definitely it.
Tell us what's the process, you know, just opening a store. You are a new store. And by the way, you guys, the store is located in Oak Bluffs, Mass. Just in case you guys want to go, we're definitely going to give you guys the address and stuff, so you guys can make a trip if you are on the vineyard. But yes, please tell us the process in which you're trying to get your business up and running. Who did you have to get in contact with? Did you have attorneys? Did you have, just tell us the whole business plan. How did it happen?
Okay, so to be honest with you, to running or starting a business, open a physical business, it's harder than what I myself thought it was, because I was like, okay, boom, I just need to find a space. I find a space, I put up everything, and that's it. No. It was like a no. It was like, wait, hold on, you're moving too fast. We still have a lot more to do. I had to first thing I would say to anyone that wants to open a business, like try to get a mentor. Like even if it's not a mentor, try to get someone within that field who knows about business, who know how to operate a day-to-day business, because you're going to need that help and you're going to need that guidance. I had to go through the town, which is the town of Oak Bluff. We had to submit several different applications. We have to get like certain insurance and everything before we could even submit the application itself, because it had to go through a process. One of the processes that you had to meet with the representative of the town itself, so that you could highlight and just to give a bit more information about your business that you want to open. So that was one of the things that we had to do. And then I have a friend here. He was also my manager a few years ago, but we developed a friendship, and I called him and I was like, hey, I'm going to open a store. And he's like, congrats. And he was raving about it. I was like, but I don't know what to do now. You know, like at this point, I'm like, where do I go from here? And he has actually helped me through every single process there. He's like, okay, you need to get to this. You need to contact mass.com. You need to go into this. At one point, he called me and he's like, listen, I'm at work. I'll be done by X time. I'm going to call you, can come over, and then we can go through everything. He helped me to set up payroll, everything, because I had to call this insurance company. I have to tell how many employees I was going to have. And I was like, wait, I don't even know it yet. Like, I don't know what the process is going to be. Right. He's like, you have to come to an agreement with to say, this is what it's going to be like. What your payroll is going to be like, you know, how your sale is going to be, because that's how you're going to cover your overhead costs. So for me, it was just like, I'm not even ready for this. Like, it's just going to be insane. But I realize I'm that type of person that when adversity comes at me, I push harder. I got an attorney. He looked over like the lease, everything. He try to get everything sorted to say, if something happened, this is the process, you know, like they wouldn't come at you for this or for that. And just the mere fact of someone might walk into the store and something might happen, you know, you have to prepare for all of that, because these are day-to-day things that can happen. Even if you're not leaving something in the walkway, like water spilling on the floor, someone can come in and hurt themselves. So those are things that you have to think about. It's easy running an online business because you have to, your main thing is focusing on marketing. But also when you have a physical store, there's a lot of overhead costs. There's a lot of things that you have to think about. And then you have to think about marketing just the same.
Did you do like a market type of study to say, hey, like, okay, this is the demographic there. This is the demographic that I'm trying to go and reach for. And because I guess what I'm asking is like, why did you pick Martha's Vineyard? You were in Atlanta. So why did you pick Martha's Vineyard out of everywhere?
I was supposed to come back to Atlanta to do this.
Oh, okay.
That was the plan. I was gonna come back to Atlanta to do this. Atlanta is a business hub. Anyone who lived there or visit there, they know this, you know. But being on the vineyard, I already have that foundation. I have that support here. You know, like if I was in Atlanta, the person who I have advising me and helped me through, he probably wouldn't be able to do so much because it's different states, different laws. It's different things that you have to appeal to. So as the demographic studies that you said, yes, that those are things that my business partner and I looked into, because we have to know now, how is it that we're going to be able to grab these persons coming on the vineyard for vacation? You know, like, why would you want to be on vacation getting active wear? The only active wear store here on the vineyard is actually Lululemon. Yeah, it's actually Lululemon. That's the only activewear store here. And that's in a different town, which is known as Edgartown. So Oak Bluffs is home for me. I love it in Oak Bluffs. And I wanted something where I could see, because I'm literally living across from the store.
For me, it's super dope to hear it. You're a woman, Black woman, Martha's Vineyard in a business. What? Like, you don't hear about stuff like that. And anybody who's visit Martha's Vineyard, you would understand what we're talking about when you go there, because it's literally like the island in a couple of stores spread around, and then homes.
This is where you have most of the celeb vacay low key. You have a former president. You know, like, to be here, it's such a joy. I love this place.
And it's smart.
And to have a business here.
I'm so happy for you. You know, like, genuinely, because you want to know what, like, that is smart. You said, like, people wouldn't want to buy athletic wear on vacation. They probably wouldn't. But if you're the only one there too, and think about it, I mean, why wouldn't you work out on Martha's Vineyard and run?
Exactly. And the store is literally also across from a gym. So you see, because as a female, like, when I go anywhere, and I was saying to my friend the other day, if I see something and I don't buy it, best believe I'm going home to think about it. I'm going back tomorrow to get it.
Yep. How do you, again, you don't have to tell me any of who your manufacturer is, but how do you find them? Because I know it can be so tough. A lot of people just Google search it, and then so many things come up.
It's hard.
You narrow it down to, like, the person you wanted to work for or wanted to create your designs.
I already had in mind, because this is just not an overnight or over processed thing for me. It's not an instant gratification. So I knew what I wanted. For me, I'm big on quality. Like, I'll spend my money if I have good quality stuff. Like, I'll go into Night, they have good quality stuff. Lululemon have good quality stuff. So if it is that I'm going to start a brand, best believe I'm going to be close to them. Like, my quality has to be theirs. Like, that's what I want. I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not going to settle for something that you might wear and then you see everything. Like, no shades to that, but that's not me. I want to sell premium stuff, because, again, my target audience, there's anything that they buy, they want it to be premium, you know? So with that, I did a lot of research, a lot of Googling, a lot of calling, crossing out, and I did a lot of fabric sample, everything. Like, I did a lot of that. Yes, it's going to cost you, but think of it this way. When you find the right one, that's where everything starts to turn over. Because you're going to get so many different samples. And I'm sure if you listen to any business owner, they will say the same thing. Like, they've lost a lot of money when it comes on to fabric and the material and the quality of the stuff, because you see it and you're like, oh, that's cute online. And you're like, oh, they're showing you, and you're doing a lot of, because I did a lot of Zoom meetings too. And they show you and they're like, yeah, this is what we have and this is what we can do. Okay. But when I get it, it's not what I'm looking for. So I don't care if I have to pay extra to overnight, or I'm getting one thing and it's costing me $100, $200. No, because now I have what I want. And everyone that comes into the store, or anyone who purchased anything, they always compliment the quality of the stuff. I'm not trying to build something for today. I'm trying to build for today, tomorrow, and forever. 224. That's always been my number. 224. Today, tomorrow, forever. That's what I'm trying to build.
I love it. I love that. And honestly, longevity is important, because longevity can bring the generational wealth.
Yes.
So that's absolutely important. And we're running out of time, but before we go, I also want to just kind of throw some more stuff at you really quickly. So with your are you designing the clothes yourself?
we're currently going through the process of designing things that I want. So coming next year, we're gonna definitely have some unique stuff that we'll be getting.
And so thus far with your store opening, because it opened May 20th, what has been some cons for you thus far, if any?
I had a issue with sizing, like getting the right size. Like I would say I would get like medium size and small size, but then I realized that most of the population or the populace itself, it's medium. Or then I have way too many smalls, or I have too many large or whatever. So those are some stuff that I have to take note on coming forward to next year to see, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I don't need to do.
And I think it's really interesting too, because it's like, even just having your own business, you learn so much more about other things. Just like you said, like majority of the population's what, a medium?
Yeah, majority.
Like, who knows stuff like that? Like, you know what I mean?
So, I'm always thinking like small, but girl, it's not small.
Medium.
It's between medium and large. Like that's most of the sizing. Most of the stuff that I sell, when I go back and I look at the analytics of it, it's medium to large.
That is interesting. Okay, that's cool. And so how do you stay positive? You know, just still working, you know, your 9 to 5, but still being boss on the side after you're done. How do you stay positive through the whole entire process?
Because every day I think about that day when I buy my yacht, that day when I can fly around wherever, that day when I'm going to Paris Fashion Week, that day when I'm doing things like that I think about and I speak into being. Those are the things that motivate me, because I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna make money, but if you know, a business really don't make money until the next 2-3 years.
You hear me?
So some days sales are through the roof, and I'm like calling my business partner, like, did you see that? You know, like, did you see that? And then other days I'm like, it's hard, but you have to keep going. Once you have your why, and once you know that you're passionate about something, nothing in this world will stop you from getting to where you need to get to.
Tell the folks at home, because we're petite. We look petite, but we got some muscles. We got some definition.
Some muscles.
Yeah, what's some things that you do? I'm telling you, like when I go to the gym, I love treadmill and I love cardio. I'm a dancer too, so I love cardio. I love moving. What are some things that you do to keep yourself fit and petite and shapely?
I do cardio, but I do cardio for like 10-15 minutes when I'm in the gym. I do a lot of lifting or body weight. So resistance band, those are my best friend in the gym. Good mornings, DRL, like I love doing that. Those are things that, because I you know, like I focus more on my lower body, but now I'm transitioning into the upper body because I want that nice sexy back. But start off, especially if you're new to the gym, you're a beginner, just start off light. Start going on the treadmill, go on the bike, you know, like do 5, 20, 30 minutes itself, do some lunges, do some squats, do some push-up, because you want, when you're working on your body, you just don't want to like jump in to say, oh, I'm going to start lifting weights. Like do the transition itself, because that will help and to prepare your muscle for it, because a lot of time that's how persons like really hurt themselves while they're in the gym.
And so how often should one go to the gym?
I would say anywhere between 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay. And how long should they stay in?
If you're a beginner, it's going to be hard. I would say anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, just build that consistency, you know, like going, okay, I go in, I'm going to do some cardio. All right, boom. Tomorrow I go in, I'm going to do some legs. Might do like 45 minutes. The next day I go in, I'm going to do some upper body. I do like 30 minutes. That's how you're going to build consistency. And that's how you're going to start seeing the results. What you consume is the most important thing. Let me say that before you even hit in the gym. How you're going to find your energy to even be in a gym is what you consume. So less meat, more greens, and a balanced diet.
Thank you so much, Katie. And I really, really appreciate you. But kids, before you go, let everyone know where they can find you. Let them know where they can shop at your store. If they can get some clothes virtually, if they're not in Martha's Vineyard, where can we find you?
Okay, so if you're not on the vineyard, you can go to www.saperastrike.com. That's the website to purchase anything you need. We have the tennis collection, summer collection, male, female, whatever. If you're on the vineyard, if you're coming to the vineyard, The store is located at 24 Kennebec Ave, Oak Bluffs, and zip code is 02557. Instagram, Superior Strike, and you get all the details and information there.
I love that. And you guys know where to find me on JSWTV on all your platforms. And until next time, we're out.